Hey guys, Mr. Chris here. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing these Ohuhu Markers 40-piece set from Amazon. It was only $25 for a 40-piece set. Also in this video, I will also be showing you guys how to curate and blend your markers properly the way I learned from college. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So first off, looking at these markers, they are definitely a great deal, great price. When you look at them, you can see that they are visibly smaller than the Copics. All that means is that they'll run out of ink a little bit quicker, but that's okay. You can always buy Copic ink refills and they will be just as good as Copics. So Dick Blick sells Copic ink refills at a pretty great price from what I've seen, and they'll last a very long time. Okay, next I want to talk about how to curate and blend your markers. So this part of the video actually took me quite a while to do. So I learned how to use markers from Art Center College of Design from my instructor Tony Yao. And this part is really important. A lot of people spend so much time selecting them based on hue, saturation, and brightness. Some people even keep their colors a trade secret. Okay, so a couple of rules here. So for starters, each color set should be about 2-3 markers for simplicity, maybe 4 markers in a set max. Okay, I use a rubber band and I bind them together and store them so I don't confuse them. I found that this 40-piece Ohuhu marker set can be successfully separated into about 10 different color set categories, and this should be more than enough. The only thing that's missing is maybe a light skin tone. So if you want a light skin tone, I think Copic's E53 raw silk works pretty great. You can, buy that one color separately. You will have a lot of leftover markers. So if you have a marker that doesn't belong in a set, just store it aside and you can use it as an accent or backup. Also, another tip is that I found like the color caps and the numbers don't always make sense. So you don't want to accidentally use the wrong marker, on your thing. So you may want to consider putting a piece of masking tape or label on top of the marker cap and relabeling it like light gray, medium gray, dark gray, or gray 1, grade 2, grade 3, something like that, okay? All right, so here are the sets that I'd recommend. You can see that I have some grays, teals, blues, greens, yellow greens, warm grays, oranges, pinks, violets, and browns, So yeah, I'll have this in the YouTube comments below. You can just look at the numbers and just match them up. So next, I'll talk about how to properly blend your markers. So to properly blend your markers, you will need to switch back and forth between 2 colors. And it's okay if the colors don't look smooth right away, because after about 10-15 minutes, the paper will absorb the marker and the colors will naturally blend by themselves. So how does this process work? First, start with a light color and put down the markers, okay, from your set. And then with the darker shade, put that down. And you want to put down a couple of thin lines, so this way it breathes. And then you want to use a lighter sheet to double hit that intermediary area. And when you double hit, you'll notice, boom, that saturation. Yeah, it will be very nice. If you have trouble blending your markers, okay, like I am right now, you could try kissing them. All right, that's when you touch your marker tips together to temporarily shift the color. Put your markers down again, and you'll notice they'll be temporarily lighter or darker. Personally, not a huge fan of this cool gray set in the Ohuhus. It's probably because the light gray is too light compared to the medium one. I personally recommend purchasing a separate set, 30% cool gray, 50% cool gray, 70%, something where the intervals are much more predictable and steady. I think this Azure markers from Walmart or Amazon is pretty good. Decent 6-piece set. Also, you can go to Dick Blick, Copic Chow markers. You can get 3 individual markers for about $12, and that's a pretty good deal as well. Okay, so the best way to make sure your markers blend together is just to make sure you've chosen compatible ones. My teacher always stressed about how important it is to go to the art store and buy the markers in person and test out the markers. Frankly, a lot of the markers you're getting when you buy a set like this are a bit of a waste, unusable, they're incompatible. But considering how cheap they are, it is such a great deal, you are still coming out on top, okay? So just use the sets I recommend and you guys should be fine. Good luck. Let me know if you guys want to see more marker content from me, and that will be it. Mr. Chris out.